Yes. Hi, my name is Craig Pedersen. I'm originally from North Vancouver. Presently, still am coaching the Icelandic national team. I fell in love with the game. Actually, I would have to start with saying I fell in love with sport, first of all. I think that one sport can help another. In some ways, it can give you a mental break from the one sport to be playing something else for a little bit. Actually, until I was maybe 14, my dream was to play professional soccer. Not that I had the level for it, but that was kind of in my thought. But when it really clicked over into full-out basketball, it was probably not until I was around 16. I would say that my real goal setting in basketball started after or when I went to the Athletes in Action basketball camp. Had some great coaches there who were very inspiring, and they had an all-star team there that would go down to the States and play. And I've always believed in that to be a good player, you need to be able to coach yourself. You need to listen to what your coaches say and be able to go and practice it on your own, because they can't be there all the time. And if you want to be a good player, you've got to put in extra time. For the players that have that true passion all year round, it just gives them more opportunity. And a big part of sport is getting experiences, and you can do that in lots of different ways. My time at Handsworth was really good. I mean, obviously, my dad was a coach at Handsworth and in North Vancouver for over 35 years. So obviously, he had a big influence on me. Coming out of high school, I wasn't heavily recruited at all. Luckily enough, in one of my better games, Stan Stewartson saw me play, liked the way I shot the ball, and recommended me to Mike McNeil. And I was fortunate to have Mike as a coach. I learned a lot from him. And after that is Stan Stewartson. Stan suggested that if I wanted to continue playing, that I, instead of going through an agent to get in contact with some clubs, basically what I did was I wrote to 10 clubs, and I heard back from one. I decided to jump on the experience of going away and playing for a year, and 31 years later, I'm still here. I think that traveling teams, it can be a great thing. Just like I just said, traveling gives you an experience. And quite often you find out that, something you thought you were pretty good at, it turns out maybe you're not, and you need to put some more work in it. When I came to Denmark, I was actually hired as a player coach in the club. When I was playing, I was also coaching the team, but I was coaching 3 or 4 other teams in the club too. I was not making a big salary by any means in Denmark. But I was enjoying myself, and I was doing what I liked, and I was happy doing it. When I was towards the end of my playing days, I got an offer from a club to come and coach. So I jumped on that, and when I came to the club, it was a very, very young team. So what I did was I kept playing to sort of help out the young players with my experience, and so I ended up playing for a couple more years. But I was still having fun, and it was fun to help out the team. And then I focused on coaching. And when the Swedish coach that was coaching the Icelandic national team stepped down, he put sort of my name in the hat to get an interview. And I've been so thankful to have that job. The experiences that I've had doing that, I would never have dreamed of. So that's been a fantastic journey for me, and I'm super thankful for that. My time in Iceland has been fantastic. Iceland is a special place. It can be tough at times because it's such a small population. It's hard to replace players when they're not available. I think in all the sports they're starting to build depth in their players, so they have more to choose from, which hopefully will make all the sports even stronger in the future. Well, the European model that 3D has sort of followed or is based on now, I think is very good. It gets the players in the gym all year round. Something that I think is extremely important, and that we try to teach at the school I'm at is teaching kids how to play and how to, of course, react to how defenders are playing. The good players, they have two things. They have change of speed and change of direction. The really good players have it down. They know the timing of it. They know when to use it. What I mentioned before, I think, is super important, being able to change direction and to change speed.